Hello, and thank you for tuning in today. I just wanted to share a few things with you today. I'm sitting here and deciding what movie I want to watch today because I don't get free time often at all. So I was trying to pick a movie out to watch since school is out and I don't have any schoolwork to do. I'm trying to pick a movie out that I want to watch. And looking through the movies, it has been presented to me that Disney has completely changed and made suggestions on what is expected of a man. Ladies, I'm here to tell you today, do not try to find the man that Disney has painted the picture of, because you will be left out in the cold. You are never going to find this perfect Prince Charming that is just going to come and rescue you from everything every single time. It's not going to happen. I'm not saying that to be mean, and that is my opinion, of course, but anyone that has ever been in a relationship knows that in a relationship there is no perfection. In the relationship, it takes two people giving everything they have to make the relationship work. There's ups, there's downs, there's twists and turns and trials and temptation, and there's so much that you go through in a relationship. The more that you're exposed to in a relationship, the more that you get through, typically, the more you love the person that you're going through those heartaches and trials and tribulations with. It brings you closer. It draws you closer as a couple. Now, those trials, they can make you or they can break you. It depends on how much you're willing to fight for the other person, how strong your bond is. Now, in some cases, it is just better to cut your losses and go. If there is so much negativity in the relationship, so many complications, so much negative attitude, and you're fire and water, cut your losses and go. Because that's a relationship that's probably not going to be good for you. It's not going to be healthy, and it's not going to be lasting. Now, on the other hand, if there's someone that you love to hate, if you argue with them, say over small stuff every now and then, but you have great chemistry, you love each other, you want to be together, and clearly you're trying to work it out, then fine, stay together. My experience as a child, I always looked for a knight in shining armor. Do you know why? Because I liked Disney movies. Disney paints the perfect picture of a man. They tell you that he's supposed to be kind and generous and well-tempered, courteous. He's supposed to always think of others before thinking of himself, and ultimately hold his woman up on a pedestal. She is supposed to be the number one thing completely in his life, aside from children, of course. He's always supposed to do everything to please her, to make her happy, to make her feel good, to encourage her growth, to basically cater to her every need. Now, that's what Disney tells us, that the perfect man is going to do that for us, right? You've watched the Disney movies. You know. That's what Disney tells us. So as a child, you are growing up looking for Prince Charming. The perfect man who never gets mad. He never says an ill word. He doesn't use vulgar language. And there's quite a few other things that Disney paints the picture of the perfect man with. He's supposed to be perfect. Ultimately, that's what they're telling us. The perfect man is supposed to be perfect. And he's out there. He's out there. You just have to wait for him. Or you have to look for him Or wait till he comes to you in some cases. Like in Cinderella. But my point is no relationship's perfect. No man is perfect. I don't care what Disney or anyone else tells you. If you are looking for perfection, you're not ever going to be happy, and you will never find who you're looking for. In a relationship, there's going to be highs and lows in every single relationship. If you haven't hit it yet, you will. Just wait. Now, with those highs and lows, what you make of it is what your relationship will be. If you try to make it into positive, always have positive reinforcement, positive encouragement, and every now and then we're going to have a bad day. You're going to have a bad day. I have bad days. Lord knows I have bad days. Whenever you have a bad day, what do you do about it? Do you continue to fight? Do you never admit you're wrong? Yes. That's what most men do. They never admit they're wrong. That's not what Disney tells us. Disney says if a man's wrong, he's going to admit to it. He's going to own up to it, and he's going to move forward. Right? Ladies, does your man do that? Does he admit that he did something wrong and move on? Or does he realize it, not tell you that he's wrong, and just want you to move on? Or even ladies, if you're with another woman, or men, if you're with another man. Because no relationship is perfect, and no one is going to be perfect. We're all human. So I am here to tell you that if you are looking for that prince, the perfect one, the one that wants to caress you and hold you endlessly, love you completely, never harm you, never break your heart, never look at you like any other woman on the planet is completely gone. If you have a man like that, let me tell you, you have one right out of the Disney movies, because I never knew one existed. And quite honestly, there's not any of the women in the Disney movies that exist either. We don't have perfect hair. We don't have perfect attitudes. We don't have perfection. So men, if you're looking for the perfect Disney woman, I'm sorry to tell you, you're going to come up short. You're not going to find it. But I can tell you right now, if the person that you're with, or the person that you want to be with, if they're willing to work with you, if they are willing to make sacrifices, love you completely, and be very understanding, then you should be fine. Your relationship can thrive. You can move forward, and you can go over any hurdles or obstacles in your way. You can just push those out of the way and move forward. I'm here to tell you today, stop looking for perfection. Stop looking for Prince Charming. Stop looking for the perfect princess. Stop looking for perfection, period, because you're not going to find it. And I'm speaking from experience. Like I said, no relationship is perfect. No one is perfect. So we shouldn't have that expectation. Disney needs to make an imperfect princess or an imperfect prince, so these children know that there is no perfection, that it's okay to have a bad day, and that it is okay if you don't do everything like everyone else. Because ultimately what they're telling people is, everyone's like this. You should expect this from this person, talking about the women, and this from this person, talking about the men. It's very untruthful. Whenever you're a child and you watch that, you are looking for perfection. And as we get older, we realize that. We're like, we watched this as a child. We actually seen this, and this is what we looked for in our mate. No wonder we had such a hard time. No wonder women expect men to bring them flowers every day. No wonder women expect men to want to take a bubble bath all the time. No wonder women don't want men watching porn. Because they think, oh, well, everything is supposed to be perfect like this. This is that. perfect picture. And it doesn't include that, so we shouldn't have that in our life. Just because it's not in the Disney movies, or just because it is not part of everyone else's life, doesn't mean that you don't need that in your relationship, or you don't need that in your life to be happy. Because there's so many things that it takes to make up a relationship. There's so many things. And not everyone's relationship is the same. Some people like to switch it up. Some people like different things in their relationship that other people aren't willing to be open to. You know? And also, I can go ahead and burst that bubble for you, ladies. Your man is going to look. Whether he tells you or he doesn't. Whether he admits it to you or he does not. Whether he is even aware of it. Your man is going to look at other women. But that doesn't mean that he wants to be with other women. He wants to be with you. If he didn't want to be with you, he wouldn't be with you right now. And it goes the same for the men. If your lady did not want you, she would not be with you right now. So stop trying to find perfection. Stop trying to get the perfect picture from the Disney movies. And stop telling your children that it is okay to watch those and expect their future mate to be like that. I'm all up for treat your spouse, significant other with respect, with gratitude, and with love. Because one, you have to realize the sacrifices that they're making for you and with you. And two, you have to be grateful for the things that they do with you. And the things that they do for you. And three, you have to show them as much compassion and love that you want them to show you. It's projection. You project onto them how you feel and what you want in return. Okay? That doesn't mean perfection. That just means what you expect of each other as humans and as a couple. Because no one's perfect. And just watching the Disney princess movies, my daughter's a fan. So here lately, I've watched one, and it just kind of brought to my attention the expectations that young women have whenever they are looking for a mate, a partner, male friends. Now, it is not saying that chivalry is dead. I'm not saying that there's not kind guys out there that do all these nice things for their woman. What I am saying is, after a while, when a man gets settled, he might not want to do it as much. And that doesn't mean that he feels any less for you. That just means that he feels you already know that he loves you. And he's already expressed that. So he assumes you know. Tell him. Say, I miss that. I would like to have that again. Can we do this to spice up the relationship? Can we do this and that? Because a man is not going to know what you don't tell him. He cannot read your mind. Okay? So if you want him to take you out, if you want him to leave you flowers one day, if you want him to cuddle with you, or watch a movie, take a bubble bath, tell him. Don't expect him to read your mind, because he is not a prince from the Disney movies. So stop expecting him to be. I just had to share that with you today, and I'm sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings. I'm sorry if I came across as aggressive. It's just something that has been on my mind for a while now, and it's just something that was brought to my attention, and I just feel really passionately about it. It goes the same for men, too. Stop expecting your woman to be perfect, because no relationship and no one in this entire world is perfect. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they come so close to perfect that they are almost touching perfection. No one is perfect. So please just accept each other as we are and work through things. Okay? Try to work it out. Try to be there for each other. Try to grow your love. Because ultimately, whenever everyone else is gone, you will only have each other. And so that should matter to you. You should be willing to work with them and willing to do anything for their happiness. And it goes for both of you, not just one or the other, because a relationship takes two, right? your relationship better take two or it's not going to last long. So just keep that in mind. Stop looking for perfection. Okay? And I really appreciate you tuning in today. And if there's anything that you feel about the subject or anything close to it, if you have any relationship questions, I would be more than happy to help you out with that. I really enjoy talking about relationships. I haven't made too many videos over relationships and of course, everything that's involved in a relationship yet, because I'm not really sure how you as my viewers are appealed to relationships and, of course, the dynamics of one. So if you are into wanting more videos about relationships, just let me know. I really do appreciate you tuning in today. I'm done with my aggressive behavior, so I can go back to smiling. But if there is anything that you have a question about, just message me and let me know. Okay? If there's anything that you want to leave here in the comments, maybe something in the video that you feel passionately about. Maybe I said something that upsets you. Maybe I said something that you realize now because you heard it out loud and you weren't just thinking it. Leave that for me. I would really appreciate it. Any comments are welcome. So, there's a lot of things that are involved in a relationship, just not perfection. Thanks, and you have a wonderful day. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, please do so, and please let me know what kind of videos you're into so I can try to get on that for you. Thank you so much for your time. I'm very grateful. Hope you have a very wonderful day.